let's watch Keffals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but she's talking about Chris Chan, so we'll watch it. And she's gonna be talking to Chris Chan soon. So, sorry, that was just too much for me. That is just too much. I'm gonna do something terrible.
Yeah. This stream I kind of want to go over what my plans are for tomorrow with that, as well as some other stuff that's going on. How many mods do we have for the YouTube chat? Because it's it needs to be dealt with like immediately. It is not good. It is a fucking cancerous cesspit in there right now. You and Tip at the moment? Okay. Her to say and do just about anything.
It's the fucking point.
Fuck yourselves.
Come on.
That was me. Keffals echoing on installer here. I think you should turn off chat for the interview. To be honest, I don't think I'm doing this interview live now.
What?
I think if I were to try and do this interview live, everyone would do everything in their power to derail it at all costs in order to try and make it funny. It would be fucking hell. Like, I have spent...
she's
because
not
I knew this
making
was
it
coming
funny?
up, I have spent, like, countless hours locking the Discord down because I knew it was going to get brigaded to shit. Like, I think already 5 people with Chris Chan profile pictures got banned by the auto...
Well, no, I know it's not clickbait at all. I knew the interview wasn't today. It was never meant to be today, was it? It was meant to be tomorrow, and then it got pushed back to Wednesday.
mod. Like, I think, like, the risk is just way too high. Like, for not only me, but for Christine as well. So, like, what my... Oh my god.
I mean...
See, like, this is what I mean. Like, I have this white name, Up Chuck Thrust. I have no idea...
Like, the thing is that... if she is trying to be responsible about it, yeah, you probably shouldn't do it live. Right? You don't know what Chris Chan's gonna fucking do at any moment. You probably want the opportunity to stop something being aired. But yeah, it does feel like she's just kind of pretending to take it seriously. Like, it's obvious what's kind of going on here. She just wants the fucking content. So...
what that means, but I feel like it's something fucking stupid. Keffals, I heard that Chris Chan said that she transitioned to prey on women around her, by the way.
She started the stream saying she's getting Christmas Chandler because she wants to grab him, or grab them, before Nick and Keemstar could. Okay. Yeah, I mean, didn't Nick Diorio try to get Chris Chan on the Locale podcast and just couldn't even arrange it, right? Because they were so just fucking incomprehensible. So yeah, yammering on about being fucking Jesus and shit.
What do you think about that? Because I don't know. I would like to know your opinion. I think you already have an opinion about it, and I don't... I feel like going through the process of legally changing your name, going on hormones, like going through that entire thing, I don't think people would do that simply to prey on people. That's fucking weird. That's like way too much effort when it's far easier to prey on women if you're a man than a trans woman.
Oh yeah, that's why I not like that tweet about the Oreo. What was it? I'm starting a podcast called the Fat Gay Retard Podcast at Nicholas Diorio. Do you want to be on the first episode?
Yeah, no, it's just like people don't understand how hard transitioning actually is, and it's really weird to assume that people would transition for the purpose of trying to prey on other people, because it's like, it is so much easier to prey on women if you're a man. It really is. It's like that's like the bathroom argument. It's like, I'm sorry, no one is transitioning so they can go into the women's bathroom to rape people.
You can be.
Okay, rapists already don't care about breaking the law. They're not going to fucking have fucking sexual reassignment surgery in some like fucking Looney Tunes ass plot in order to get away with it. They're just going to rape people. There's no reason for them to transition. It's fucking weird.
Okay.
Look, I just heard it from Wendigoon or Mudahar, some other peeps. I don't know. Like, this is kind of what I mean. It's like, I think the more interesting way of conducting this conversation is simply to not cast judgment and to let her talk. Like, there's already videos with millions of views out there that criticize her in like all of the harshest ways possible, you know? You don't need to go far without finding that kind of criticism of her.
But dude, does she not realize what's going to happen if you just let Chris Chan talk? Like, it is literally just going to be rambling about being Jesus and the dimensional merge and all this shit. Like, what you expected to come out of this? You're not even get content out of this. Chris Chan is not content at this point. Their brain is soup. Like, actually soup.
Oh, spending thousands of years to be more visible to make predation more of a... It's a fucking goofy... It's a really fucking goofy concept. I don't know why people think that this is a real thing. But also, I have to say that...
No. Horror cows can be content. Like Cyrax was always a horror cow, but the music Biz Marty and what was it, Ram Ranch Records and all that shit, that was fucking hilarious. Like they can be content, but not in this case. Chris is just too far gone. Did Keffals already interview Chris? No, it is meant to be Wednesday, and it's not going to be live apparently.
Entire thing has actually made me kind of disappointed with my own community. Like, so many of you know who I am. I have been lied and slandered relentlessly. I've had my entire life turned upside down by some of the worst people.
I don't really know what the specific definition of a horror cow is, but it's just like, you know, it's like a lol cow, but they're like, you know, horrifying. Like Cyrax is like a little deformed goblin with fucking scabs all over his head, you know. I don't really know what the specific definition would be. Yeah, it's a descending of a lol cow in scary territory. Yeah, exactly, right.
On the internet, and so many of you have stuck by me through all of that, and then suddenly it's like your like critical thinking skills just like switched off. I just like, it's just, yeah, it's been really disappointing. In fairness, I think it's a lot of newer people in the Discord. I mean, yeah, I guess it is like a lot of newer people who have only been around and like,
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
Mutahar works on Keemstar's podcast. I wouldn't trust him.
yeah, I don't really trust the entire crowd, honestly.
Based department. Don't trust Mutahar. To be fair, I mean, listen, like the worst person you know just made a great point. Whatever the fuck the meme is. The Onion article.
Like, I don't know, they make good content, but I generally just don't trust them at all.
And to be honest, I would rate Mutahar significantly higher than Keffals, I'll be honest. Like, you know, I'll sit here and, you know, rage at Mutahar and say how much I hate him. But fuck me. I would rate him infinitely higher than fucking Keffals literally any day. I'd take a million Mutahars before I took a single Keffals.
Anyone else will be present? No, it's just going to be
What's all these pauses? It's SSRI brain zaps, I believe.
One thing I want to do with this stream tonight is talk about this more, take some questions from all of you, and set up for tomorrow. Muto's trustworthy. He's only just acquainted with the dickheads of commentary because they're all his size. I mean, like, that's also the thing, right? Like, at the end of the day, like, for a lot of people, this is just a fucking job, you know? They're going to work together even if they don't agree with each other, because doing these kind of collabs and being chill with each other is what's best for their channels. Yeah, like Moonhar talked to Bosch, even.
Stylo just fucking spitting in chat right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, Jazz Dog, I'll probably go over that in a bit. Gunfred, I already said, like, I don't want to do this interview live. I think that doing this interview live is going to just become, like, a whole fucking mess.
Yeah, I don't think Moot would ever...
Like, it just, like, even going live for, like, the debate prep.
100k GoFundMe.
I already saw, like, a whole bunch of new users, like, primed to just do, like trying to push my buttons. I don't think it's a good idea to do it live. Like, I'm gonna attract freaks from every corner of the internet. Okay, so, like, another fucking white names today. Why do you want to interview her? What do you want to achieve? The reason I'm asking that, she seems like a vulnerable person who can't handle the elevated publicity. You probably can. I know you want to set records straight. See, she is a grown woman who approached me asking for this interview.
Oh, really?
And I'm treating her like an adult, and I'm not infantilizing her. Like, this was...
But, dog, it's not about not infantilizing someone. This person is, like, gone. Dude, like, watch one stream. Watch, like, one stream they've done since they got back out of fucking wherever they were, prison or whatever. Or the group home, whatever it was. Fucking insane. Literally so gone. But listen, okay, people, you can say that he fucked his own, they fucked their own dementia-addled mother. But I don't actually know that's true. I don't actually know that's true. Because, like, this person is, like, totally insane. And they were never convicted. So, there is no reason to trust their word. Why would you trust the word of someone who claims to be Jesus and says there is going to be a dimensional merge in which all the characters from Ponyville are going to schizophrenia merge into their brain and come into the real world? Like, There is no reason to believe that as fact. They said it. You can say they said it. They claim to fuck their own dementia mother, but if you're being actually honest about it and looking at it rationally, there is no reason to take that as fact at all. And there's plenty of reason to be skeptical, especially because of the circumstances of the admission. It was all Isabella Janke, right? talking to them. Sorry, trying to just be chill on this stuff a little bit. She told the glowy girl what she wanted to hear. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, don't look into Isabella Janke's family. Okay, that's all I'll say. Christian might be feeling like an MK Ultra victim right now. All right. It
wasn't me like begging for an interview with her. She reached out to me. Like, come on. Hold on a second. Okay, so like, I did not believe her when she first reached out to me, and I was like, please show me proof that you're real. There's no fucking way this isn't a troll. Because it was just in my Discord message box, right? Like, you would think this was a troll.
Too much to challenge Sonichu Prime. Well, good day to you, Keffals. This is Jesus Christ, too much to challenge Sonichu Prime. Confirm to you that I am indeed the one and only, and that you need no doubt whatsoever.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta say, like, when I got when I saw that video, I was more blown away. And I think this is really telling of how terminally online I am. When I saw this, I was more starstruck than the fact that I was currently planning to meet the president before Hassan got us booted from meeting the president. I was like, what the fuck is...
I heard that none of them passed the PR check. Case against CWC was dismissed and sealed, by the way. Yeah, I heard this. But I mean, there's no information at all, is there? Wasn't it just that the lawyers didn't want to deal... well, Stylo told me last night. Apparently the lawyers just didn't want to deal with it and put it off. I think it was Stylo said that. Put it off until it just didn't go to trial.
How is this real?
Very sad that it was sealed, but it was a good decision, yeah. I mean, look. There's no reason, there is actually just no reason to continually subject this just complete insane person to torture excessively. Like, come on. Even if you believe they're guilty and such a way inclined that you are okay with someone just being like punished relentlessly for it like that, I feel like they've probably gone through enough at this point, no? Just probably enough at this point. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, but like, Hassan got us booted from meeting the president. It fucking sucked because Hassan decided to like say a bunch of really fucking sus shit about Taiwan in the same month that all of that was happening. Okay, I need everyone to stop fucking...
100%. Christian should absolutely be like supervised, like 24/7.
Concern trolling. Are you concerned about? Are you legitimately concerned about Christine? Have you ever donated to one of her GoFundMes? Have you ever shown her any support? Have you? Or are you just here to fucking cry and concern troll about it? Because I really doubt that you've actually been there to support her.
Oh, bro, this isn't the fucking point. You're actively, like, exploiting it, no?
That's fucking right. No, these people haven't. They didn't.
Yeah, honestly, like, from what I understand, Noel probably did more for Chris than almost anyone else has.
Genuinely concerned, actually do something to help her. Like, I can tell you how this interview is going to go, okay? Like, here is what's going to happen. The interview is going to happen. All of the people who are, like, super, super invested in, like, all of this online blood sport stuff, they're going to be disappointed. They're going to shit on me. They're going to shit on Christine. And then they're going to move on because this isn't going to be what they're hoping it's going to be. Like, I even saw on Twitter. Let me fucking pull this shit up. Because I could already tell by going over... Let's see.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
Keffal trans.
There it is. Joshua Moon decided to post about this. So Christine posted on Twitter, I, Jesus, Christine, Weston, Chandler, Sonichu Prime will be appearing Keffal stream Tuesday, January 16th at about 3 Eastern Standard Time. And he said, I have a sneaking suspicion about what Luke's intentions are here, and it's going to blow up in his face. So I gotta say that I'm actually impressed, because like I was saying to him, like, if you want to hurt my feelings, stop calling me Lucas. Like, my dead name is Luke. And he actually listened. Like, you gotta respect it. Because I told everyone they were being bad at being transphobic to me. Like, it was right in front of them the entire time, and it took them 2 fucking years in order to figure that out. It's really thoughtful. And I'm happy for Josh for that he's willing to change and adapt when confronted with new information. I just wish that he had that same kind of adaptability when it came to recognizing that his site is fucking dead and he needs to move on with his life because he has no
Well, his site's not dead. But I was on his site 20 minutes ago. I was actually just using it on a .NET domain, no less. The site's actually works perfectly well, pretty much all the time.
nothing else. So he's just going to be in cope mode for the rest of his life. But anyway,
it's not.
I saw this tweet, and I think
why is she so? Why is she coping so hard? This is crazy. It's insane. Yeah, with DDoS protection, almost like entirely becoming more and more self-sufficient as, you know, freaks continually try to shut it down. Like, listen, endless respect to. I disavow doxing, but endless respect to Josh Moon for just being relentlessly, like, pursuant of keeping this website alive.
I think like the sneaking suspicion here is that he thinks that I want to like turn this into a way to lambast him or his site, and that was never my plan. I don't care anymore. Like, I moved on with my life. Yeah, just like, oh, Emily, shut up. Okay, so that was like another thing. I know I'm gonna get like fucking shit on for this, but Joshua Moon posted a photo of my ex because my ex put up a GoFundMe. And now I know that I'm going to get blamed for this. Now my ex is going to say that because she decided to speak up.
You've been like fighting Kiwi Farms and shit and fucking bringing the social shit up and directing Kiwi Farms towards WAP Goblin and all this shit for like last 2 weeks. Yeah, it's kind of partly your fault. You have been playing into this, yeah.
The owner of Kiwi Farms targeted her. And it's really fucking stupid because I don't have control over this. Okay? Like, Joshua Moon, like, in an ideal...
Keffals accused her ex-fiance of being abusive. Sent a C&D. Keffals exit C&D. Keffals read ex's full name on stream. Pulled up the law officer's address on Street View. Ex now crowdfunding a litigation fund. Keffals responds by interviewing Chris Chan.
circumstance, Kiwi Farms would have like given me like fucking every mental illness in the DSM-5, and I would have just gone fucking insane.
Let's just pull up this tweet real quick of Josh Moon owning my ex. Isn't this terrible? Isn't this terrible, guys? Isn't this terrible that Josh Moon's owning my ex? I can't look at this, guys. Isn't this just terrible? What's the plan here?
And they would have had all the laps, and Cloudflare never would have dropped them. That would be like the ideal outcome for him and his website.
Yeah, she's like grinning.
But that's not what happened. And it's like these people are gonna like.
It's like so
do this for the rest of my life.
How is anyone falling for this? I suppose it's because of the high incidence rate of autism in the trans community, possibly. But
I'm online. It's like this is just what I can expect. So I'll go over that now. I think it got posted in drama posting. What the fuck are the drama posters up to right now? So much text. Oh yeah, do you all remember Red Pagan Corner? There's some fucking drama going on with her right now.
Yeah.
So this video is going to be non-conventional. I'm not going to do any special editing to it, putting in my usual intro or outro. I just want to make...
So there's like a whole bunch of shit going on there that I haven't had the time to look into, but like the Cliff Notes version is that there's this like old YouTuber named Mama Max who apparently was like a pedophile hunter, and then he got like exposed as pedo jacketing a whole bunch of people, and then he decided to like platform a whole bunch of like really small YouTubers to try to vouch for him to launder his reputation. And yeah, so Red Pagan Corner is connected to the Mama Max thing, and I don't even know what the Mama Max thing is, but like the fucking like more normie YouTube drama side of things colliding with like the tanky sphere it's fucking weird. I wasn't expecting this shit to happen, but this year has started off on such a fucking insane note. Like it's already January, and it's like I'm talking to Chris Chan. They're like the tankies of the past are coming out into new dramas. I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, there's a whole video that I have to go over. The They Fab drama is back.
Keffals apologized to Max.
Keffals considers this Red Pagan freaking anti-fan, by the way. Red Pagan has videos about Keffals. I actually watched one where Red Pagan is shitting on Keffals. Maybe we'll pull one up. Yeah, I dug through their channel a little bit. Well, their stream is only an hour long because their internet just died. Well, that's for the best.
via this Discord message being shared around. I fucked up. I was wrong. I was too embarrassed to take an L and doubled down instead. You can send him this. I don't even want him to like me again or accept my apology. I'm more interested in just being honest. So she admits that she was wrong and just embarrassed to take an L and double down instead. I'll let Max speak for themselves if they decide to, but I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. I think she owes an apology to her audience, though, maybe, or at least the correction. Doesn't even have—
That was literally a correction. So yeah, the They Fab drama is still going. I already admitted I fucked up. I don't know what more do you want? So that's like still a thing. I might go over all of that later. I'm trying to find in drama posting, looking up WAP Goblin. Wrong thing. Siesta. Where the fuck was it? I swear to God. Okay, I found it by Story the Bard. I have to open an incog tab because I'm blocked on like everything. So here's where we're at. My ex has decided to put up a GoFundMe in order to fund a defamation lawsuit against me. And this was WAP Goblin boosting it, because WAP Goblin has been slandering and defaming me for quite some time, including my ex prior to all of this, sending private Facebook Messenger logs to WAP Goblin in order to attack me. So now the claim is, Althea sent a cease and desist, and Keffals proceeded to read it out on stream, including Althea's full legal name, and then used Google Street View on stream to track down her lawyer's office and the city Althea lives in.
I feel bad about making Red Pagan, but I might watch someone else doing it. Why? Why would you feel bad about it? Look, blame Mama Max, okay? Mama Max brought us freak into it. Sending Spencer on to be interviewed. And now possibly going on himself. That's going to be fucking hilarious if that happens, by the way. That is going to be genuinely some of the most amazing content.
Please help Althea pay for a legal defense. So she's already made $1,895 to try and fund a cease and desist against me. Like, to fund a defamation lawsuit against me.
Good.
And in the fucking GoFundMe, it says which city she lives in.
And?
My name is Althea, and I've recently been the target of false and defamatory allegations by Clara Sorrenti, who has significantly more resources than me. As a result of these false allegations, I've been the victim of intense harassment that has taken a serious toll on my well-being. Emotionally.
Good. I hope you get fucking sued. I hope you get fucking sued. I hope you lose everything. I hope you're out on the street. Good, 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 good. I hope you lose everything. Please. Holy fuck. Good. Good.
Physically and financially. Because the average cost of pursuing a defamation suit in Canada can be tens of thousands of dollars, I'm asking for your help to raise $15,000 so that if defamation against me continues, I can protect my rights. This money will solely go to retaining the services of an effective defamation lawyer. And she's raised almost $2,000 in order to try and make me shut up. I'll remind you all that this started with her defaming me, saying that I abused her by leaving her homeless when we were not partners and I had no responsibility to her, because she decided to walk back, accepting that she was abusive. She specifically used the words coercive control. I was emotionally, verbally, and sexually abused throughout the course of a 5-year-long relationship. And I am not going to be backing down.
Oh, yeah. Dude, wait. This might be... No. I'm feeling good, okay? Listen. It may well be... Okay, Spud Gun, chill. None of that. Listen, okay? Say don't get your hopes up. But at least, at the bottom, this money will solely go to retaining the services of an effective defamation lawyer. That's fucking based. That's based. That's based. That's based. Well, this is a good... That's a good first foot forward. At least that is what the money is going to be used for. I mean, and she can be fucked for, you know, fraud. Right? Because Keffals put recouping losses, which is like obviously a catch-all. No, Keffals did not say the same thing. Keffals put recouping losses in her GoFundMe, which is essentially a catch-all for just saying like, "Oh, I just get some money." Put this stream's money into the legal defense? Fuck no. I fucking hate... Genuinely, I'm pretty negative towards GoFundMes. I don't 100% trust this. But if a bunch of trans people want to fund this, get back at Keffals. Fucking based in my opinion. Where's the GoFundMe exposing? Yeah. Yeah.
I already sent an email off to a defamation lawyer, and I'm going to be putting down a retainer soon. If she decides to take this to court, I am going to countersue her. I want desperately
let's go
to move on with my life.
Lawsuit time.
This is fucked up and not fair. I never wanted this to be anything public. And this all started because of her false allegations that I abused her by leaving her homeless when I had no responsibility. She's grifting money off of a defamation lawsuit that is absolutely going to go fucking nowhere. She raped me. She sexually assaulted me. I'm not going to back down from saying what actually happened. And people are willing to give her this much money
So your ex is doing
because they hate me, because they don't believe in victims. Because when a woman gets raped that they don't like, it's just, fuck you. They don't have principles, they don't have morals, they don't stand for fucking anything. It's absolutely heinous.
Well, I mean, there's some inaccuracies in that statement.
Like, I don't think that you should like, no one is entitled to like me. No one is forced to like me. You don't have to like me to recognize that this is fucked up. I have shown all the evidence. I've shown how this all started. And I'm not going to stop streaming about it because streaming about it is putting all of the facts on the table. It's just so fucked.
You're such a fucking victim, honestly, Keffals. I literally cannot feel any sympathy for this person. I wish the worst on you. I'm sorry. It sounds like it sucks. Glad that it's happening. Don't care. Cool. Get sued.
Yeah, this is why I just, like, I don't have any respect for Xander Hall anymore. Because if Xander Hall never boosted the false allegations, I wouldn't have had to defend myself and tell the story that I didn't want to tell.
Yeah, looking smug. I just don't trust this person
all this shit
at
with
all.
tomfoolery. Like, so much internet drama.
What? I hope every day of the sound clip, every day of your life is as miserable as the last. You are just a trans person.
That should have never gone on the internet. Yeah, no, my ex is doing this as an abuser tactic to silence me, and people legitimately hate me so much that it's crazy.
I hate you. I despise you. Dude, someone has some fucking based moments, let's be honest. Can we be real for a second, okay? Someone has some fucking based moments.
I'm sorry, I'm just like...
Is that clip on YouTube
speechless.
just like on its own?
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
Your ex doing this is an abuser tactic to silence you.
Yeah, okay, this is my YouTube chatter. Like, this seems also like her desperately trying to continue to be in your head. You want to move on. She's stuck in the past when she could control you. Yeah, that's like the thing with her. Like, the entirety of our relationship, she always had that control over me, and now she doesn't. And it's insane to see the depths that she has gone to in order to try to continue to control me. Like, she's gone from saying that she is the victim of my abuse to now saying that she is the victim of defamation. And people hate me so much, they're willing to just like throw money at this. I don't think you should report the GoFundMe. She didn't like break any GoFundMe rules. If this eventually ends up going to court, I will actually start doing my own fundraising for the legal costs because I'm not backing down from this. Because she's created a situation where this all started because she was defaming me. It started because she was publicly coming out with these abuse allegations that I left her homeless, which again, we didn't even have a shared bank account. And then when I finally go public with everything that's happened, she flips the script.
Oh, Bog's got it. Let's go. Oh, Chud tweeted it. That's based. I will bookmark this.
Trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates. I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day. I despise you. You are fucking cancer.
Excuse me, was you saying something?
You catboy fuck.
You can't tell me nothing.
I despise you more than anything else on the planet.
You can't tell me nothing.
My issue is
that's so good. What the fuck? Fuck me. Oh,
She never
man.
actually addresses anything. I put down all of the receipts. Because this isn't a defense fund. This is a legal attack fund. She wanted to get money and clout out of pretending to be my abuse victim. And then when that backfired, she decided to become the victim of my defamation and slander. She's on the offensive here. All I ever did was defend myself. The last message I ever said to her, and like you can go back to the previous videos, the previous streams, I don't want her in my life in any capacity. I don't want to talk about her, to talk to her. And now I have to worry about like this looming defamation case. Yeah, she claims she would address it, but instead she just sues. This is what Illuminati did to her victims. This is fucking abuse. Like, she has managed to she's managed to convince people that she's a victim in this situation, and she is doing everything she can to exert control over me.
Yeah. Well, no one other than Keffals could never be a victim, so.
All right, Jesus. So, yeah, fuck, man. Unrelated, what does good noodle mean in KGG? It's literally just a star that I put next
wind
to
up for another
I have a
GoFundMe.
bunch of
Let's
roles in
fucking
the
go.
site chat that do
This
absolutely
is
nothing
huge.
that I use for positive reinforcement.
These remakes
It's
are
like giving a
getting
child a good job
ridiculous.
sticker. You didn't get the notif? Hold on a sec, actually. Now I'm curious about what's going on. Did the announcements pop off? Yeah, they did. A lot of people see Darvo shit and think it's just playing the victim part, but it's a lot more than that. It also involved denying responsibility and malicious attacks. Like, there are so many things that I can point to and prove that she has been actively malicious about. Like, trying to get public events that I was going to go to canceled. Like, signal boosting Wop Goblin's tweets about it. Sending Wop Goblin private DMs in order to paint me as a cult leader. It's just fucked. It's also just, like, gets so exhausting, because this is the second time that someone has done the small bean GoFundMe grift on me. Like, this just reminds me of Soul Bunny. Like, people... I have such a toxic reputation from people who have shadowboxed me and created this like evil straw man of who I'm like, who they want me to be, because they don't know me. They don't know anything about me.
It's not an evil straw man. Your actions speak for themselves. This is so fucking sickening. Your actions 100% speak for themselves. You are filth. You are filth. The way you have acted, the shit you've done, the negative consequences you have induced upon everyone that uses the internet. Completely irreparable. Fundamentally irreparable.
Did Soulbun even reach her goal? She did. I don't know if this is going to. Whoever is donating to this are some of the most spiteful people imaginable. But as I said, I'm lawyering up on my own end. I already sent off an email. I'm going to be putting down my retainer, and I will fight this if this turns into a defamation suit. And if I can, I will countersue. Because before I went public about this, I had people in my audience saying, I stopped watching you because I thought you abused your ex, who only started watching me again because I actually went public with the truth, with my story. She did engage in reputational harm. She did actually hurt my income. I had people fucking ratioing me on Twitter saying, didn't you abuse your ex? It's like, you are looking at the face of someone who fucking raped me. And I'm not going to back down on that. I know what happened. And it wasn't a one-time thing. It was a long, drawn-out pattern over half a decade.
The thing is that she has lied so much and gotten away with it. I just cannot believe that she... I just instinctively now assume that she just thinks she can get away with saying whatever the fuck she wants. So she will. Honestly. Because no one's fucking stopped her. In all the years she's been doing this. Thank you for the $2, Emery. Thank you, thank you. Great time to remind you guys, actually. Like, subscribe, donate, buy a membership, get a membership, buy a super chat, if you can. Thank you very much.
My God. The double-edged sword is that by fighting her on this, she still wins, because she was the catalyst that forced you to have to fight, which in her mind still makes her feel an element of control. No, she really tried to create like a no-win situation. And if she turns this into a defamation lawsuit, I'm going to fight tooth and nail, and I'm going to try to countersue to retain my losses from all of this shit.
Thank you for the 50 AED. Join us. This is for you to give an anonymous contribution to GoFundMe on stream. Minus a 70% YouTube cut or whatever. Dude. Give it a cut on stream. I'm not give a fucking cut on stream, bro. Listen, I said I'm not supporting it. Look, if you want to charge that back or whatever, Go for it, but I'm not donating to the GoFundMe, okay? I simply am not. I hate GoFundMes. I don't trust them. I never trust them. I've spoken so much at length, ad nauseum, about how much I fucking hate GoFundMe. So, listen. That's just not something I'm going to do.
It gets so exhausting. Like, it just gets so fucking exhausting when I, like...
Listen, I said from the start, I said I'm not going to donate to the GoFundMe. I don't trust them. I don't trust this person.
I go out of my way to try and build a really positive community. And we really do have a really positive, loving community. But then I have to deal with all of these people who have convinced themselves that I'm fucking Satan. And defending myself is always read as escalating it. Like, that's why I don't give a fuck about, like, the Christian thing. It's like, okay, people...
Thank you anyway, thank you.
Jonas super chatted $13.61. This is for you to give an anonymous contribution to the GoFundMe on stream. Minus the 70% cut or whatever.
You can't say it's a scam just by just going, hey, do this thing, here's money, and I don't do it. It's like, oh, I'm scammed. No, that's not. Especially when I said I'm not going to do it.
Fucking evil, no matter what I do. Like, not talking about this stuff is seen as avoiding it. Addressing this stuff is seen as escalating it. Like, if I avoid the drama, I am hiding secrets, and I'm afraid to be accountable or something. And if I do face it, even if I, like, am as calm as I can be, it's always still read as, like, fucking escalating. It's always read as aggressive.
Scallywag, Jesus, bro, are you good? From what I've seen of you, you seem way more hinged than you used to. You off the weed now or something? Dog.
End of the day. Yeah.
Let the man spit.
Yeah, just Jesus Christ, chat. At the very least, you can go like the stream on YouTube. That would be really nice, because this shit all just fucking sucks. Another common abuser behavior portraying the victim pushing back gets portrayed as violence or aggression. At first, it gets equivocated, it gets called mutual abuse, then it becomes the only thing talked about. Yeah, no, it's fucked up because, like, hold on a sec. Jesus fucking Christ. And, like, I have my fucking ex in the replies here. I would also point out that Clara went out of her way to share my legal dead name just for the added cruelty of it. You fucking raped me. This is a rapist.
Jesus.
Like, fuck off.
Why did she just... listen, she better have some pretty good... You know... defense for this defamation shit. And Altea better have nothing to come at her with. Because, holy fuck, she has said it a lot. Like...
I'm so sorry that I didn't address this in, like, the most flowery, gloves-on way with someone who made my life hell for half a fucking decade.
Dude, she's, like, grinning and then panting. It's so weird. Like, she's having to hide her face.
Yeah, it's just, like, there's no out of her way. It's just a document
What is going on? Dude, how can people not see how weird this is?
Have you considered that some dipshit misogynists with the panel consisting... Like, this isn't even about the tomfoolery and stuff. I'm just like, this is literally some of the cruelest shit I can think of. Like, someone who I have nightmares about, who fucked me up, and they really hurt me.
This is, like,
I spent so much time in
so
therapy talking
bizarre.
about this person.
All these streams
and they can do all
been.
that. And this is, like, seen as the added cruelty. Observe the fact that the people who harass you are the
so performative as well.
Over and over again. Yeah, there's Clown Town. Like, the people who put out the Keffals is a bigot video.
It really does seem like she's just fucking lost it, dude, honestly. She was always a bit of a nut job, but this is fucking kind of, like, crazy.
I'm sorry I'm, like, staring into space a bit. Like, it was like
no change there.
Like, the Christian thing was, like, in the works for a while, and then, like, at the same time the Christian stuff is getting planned.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
I have to deal
Keffals
with
is
stuff
fun.
with my ex,
Love
and
you,
then I have to
Keffals.
deal with
Less than
fucking,
3.
Joshua Moon, signal boosting this stuff that is undoubtedly going to get used to say that I'm like enabling Kiwi farms to go after trans people or something, when it's like
You have been.
not something I have any control over whatsoever.
You were literally you were like linking them to Kiwi farms, constantly talking about Kiwi farms, just signal boosting all of Noel's tweets. Like what?
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry that you posted that story to Bard. It's like, it's fine.
Like any metric that she would accuse someone else of doing this stuff, she is doing it.
Ultimately, I need to be aware that these things are happening.
Any criteria. It's so sickening, man. Honestly, it's crazy she gets away with this shit. Yeah, that dead site, by the way. That dead site that Josh should just give up on.
Don't let them get... It's very unlikely. I mean, like, it's not even just...
Because they won, right? They won.
Damn, if you ain't doing well, you sure bring us in is a good idea. I'm not too bad. I'm still only here for blood because I heard Chris Chan be some crazy motherfuckers. For real, really want us in here. Yeah, I mean, like, the stuff that's going on influenced my decision to not do the thing with Chris Chan live. This shit is just like a gut punch. I have lost... Like, honestly... I'm sure you all noticed I stopped, like, covering politics as much, and it's because I've lost all faith in the left. I don't believe that 99% of people who call themselves leftists actually have any principles or values.
Oh,
like,
unlike you.
I'm watching, like, the people who have, like, drilled the phrase believe victims into my head defend a rapist because of someone they don't like. I have no way of actually having any sort of... Wait, it worked? I don't have any fucking faith in the left anymore. I fucking hate leftists. They're this... Literally, I have been stalked and harassed by the far right and stalked and harassed by the far left, and I prefer being stalked and harassed...
Listen to how the grift is shifting now. Bro, imagine how she would have treated people who talk like this a couple years ago.
By the far right. Because when the far left stalks and harasses me, they're actually capable of hurting my reputation in a way that Nazis can't. Because they present themselves as more respectable. But they're not. Like, they're the same fucking thing. The biggest difference is that people on the far right play up the ways that I am marginalized to attack me.
She's just so... she makes my fucking skin crawl, dude.
Whereas people on the far left play down the ways that I'm marginalized. Like, the far right people will, like, try to make me more trans to make me an acceptable target. And people on the far left will try to, like, downplay how trans I am in order to make me an acceptable target. You're right, Velvet. Like, the problem isn't the left. It's that people within the left use it as a shield to do awful things. More trans. Okay, here's an example. Like, this happened to me, like, throughout all of, like, 2022. I would have chuds in my replies, posting photos of me ran through a face app filter to change my gender to male and say things like, this is who you really are. This is your true face.
Fucking epic.
I would see, like, their drawings of me
epic.
that looked like it was, like, fucking taken from, like, Daily Stormer cartoons circa 1939. Fucking insanity.
Daily Storm wasn't around in 1939, was it? It was an online publication, wasn't it? It was made by Andrew Anglin, right?
Like, they have to play up how trans I am because it makes me more justifiable as a target for ridicule. But people on the far left do the opposite. They talk about things like passing privilege. They downplay how much I struggled growing up. They constantly downplay that I struggle with disabilities, that I have mental health issues that I struggle with. It's like the exact inverse of the same thing, and the point is to justify cruelty. And that's why I don't fucking trust them anymore. I have no faith anymore in the left.
And she means she probably means the German newspaper from the time, Der Stürmer, right? Or however the fuck you'd say it. I don't count the German accent, obviously, because I'm a fucking retarded Brit. But yeah, she probably means the actual German Nazi newspaper, doesn't she? But she doesn't. It just said Daily. Okay. I imagine she probably thinks maybe she thinks it's the same thing, or just mistook them. I don't know.
Wait, I heard the bot actually works. Can someone gift us?
Yeah, she probably doesn't really know what she means. True.
Sub? Real quick, gift a sub. I want to see if this works. This has been like a lot in the making. Remember all the Twitter discourse about me growing up rich? That's so fucking weird. I didn't. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Someone gifted us. I appreciate that, but I was looking for it to happen on
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
No, she's not.
Okay.
Dude, I'm sick of hearing that fucking voice clip, honestly. Any even ironic endorsement of Keffals just makes me sick to my fucking stomach at this point.
Asterisk white names.
Wait, it happened, but I don't see it it's not popping off. Where's the little... It worked, but it's not doing the roll thing.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I know, yeah, Der Stürmer isn't the Daily Stormer, they're just echoing the name. I know that. I'm just wondering, I don't know whether Keffals knows that.
Because it's supposed to do a thing in the chat.
It says with the Wiggler. Yeah, but like this is like I don't know, man. That's not ironic endorsement of Keffals at all. The key wiggler has been a thing, is like a thing in its own, right? Because even the eyes are actually different on the key wigglers compared to, or unless it's just the one that Bug made, I don't know. But
we're debugging a new thing. Wait, see Project KGG?
Because the key wiggler is like a different thing. It's like made by Kiwi Farms,
Roles are being
right?
assigned. Okay, we'll have to figure. I'll just show you how it works.
It's kind of distinct.
Because it's apparently working, but it's not working in the back end. I have spent so long working on this Discord. It is like, it's my baby.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
I can't image being a Geont loser like Wap Goblin.
Project KGG, let's see. Oh, it's assigning the wrong roles.
I don't give a fuck
Alexa.
what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
Alexa.
Try again.
It's assigning the wrong roles. It needs to... Just this role. Make it assign this role. Only this role. KGG gifted sub. If you change that over, it should fix it. Yeah, so someone's saying Keffals should not do this interview. X can't consent to being interviewed because she is psychotic. Are you her doctor? Are you Chris Chan's doctor? Like, how can you say this? Alexa, let me know when you switch it over. I want to do like a live unveiling because like I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun. I've spent so long working on this. I'm really proud of it. I'm able to talk as I was driving, but I just want to say I have a sincere admiration for your strength. I love the community you've accumulated. I just want to help people.
Dude, can I just say, look, this is my fucking point. I understand Beckett, dude. I was trying to explain, if you were here last night, you heard this conversation last night that I had with him. So I'm just sort of following on from that. So if you don't have the context, don't worry about this. But I was just in his Discord. He's let Ninetales back into his Discord, it seems. Or I don't know if she was in there the whole time. But this is my point about him like hanging out with lolcows. Like, he's actually trying to give her like advice and like treat her like she's like a normal person. She's not, dude. What? Listen to what he said to her. Look, I'll level with you. I just think this is funny. I do not like the fact that you constantly take the most extreme angle when attacking people. You accuse Wick of marginalising trans and minority voices, Viv of being a Zionist, both of whom made a real effort to reach out to you. Dude, she's a fucking lolcout. She's there to make these fucking retarded statements and then get wailed on for it. That's why anyone brings her on. Why are you trying to reason with her?
Like, the only reason I started streaming in the first place was because, like,
What's the point? What are you trying to
finally
achieve
had the
there?
strength for the first time to get out of my relationship.
What do you think you're ever going to get out of that? It just doesn't make any sense to me. She just had to be poked and prodded and laughed at.
Althea. And I moved into an apartment alone, and the pandemic hit, and I was alone, and I started streaming because I had no one, and I missed having a community. That's why I started streaming. And, like, 4 years later, because, like, my Twitch channel's 4 years old now, here we are today. Cannot fucking believe it's been that long. Okay, well, Alexa is fixing. While Alexa's fixing this, I'll read over this huge fucking announcement. Because I made this whole announcement post because I just completely refurbished the Discord. Hello! Many of you have noticed some server changes in anticipation of many brigades on the server in the future.
Okay, don't care.
Wait, someone gift a sub. I gotta see this again. I need to see this in action. This is such based autism. I'm pointing Soy Jack. We're beta testing. So what I've done is I made it so when you subscribe, when you gift a sub on the site, you're not only gifting a KGG user a sub, but
legit Beckett is a lolcow file.
One random white name in the Discord is given a 30-day access to the entire Discord. We've completed the beta test. You passed, you are a beta. I'm excited. I gotta like sit here and watch this go live. Oh man. I'm not moving on until I see the thing pop again.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Okay.
Keffals is fun.
Okay, we got a gift sub.
It fucking works.
We got 5 gift subs. Okay, 1 popped off. Yo, wait, does the 5 work? Anadexis did a 5. Did it work?
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
I think the 5
Sending
got counted
Pacific
as
Northwest
1.
love from Western Washington, USA. Saluting face.
Thank you so much. Okay, so the 5 gifted subs only counted as 1. So we're at oh never mind. It just all popped. Oh, this is fucking awesome.
This is fucking painful, and Jesus Christ. Wait, what was that? Was that an edit of food shops I just heard?
General. I just like how to even move. Yeah, I don't know if I
Resi needs to milk Keffals'
Who is
bridge and then fucking turn on her.
yeah, I don't
Stop ranting about how Kiwi
fucked
Farms
up.
has a right to exist on his stream every day.
long.
I'll
Sexually
be so based.
I need to
But he
find set
won't.
up with a
He's
new
a
deck. It's just, like,
coward.
estimate. I'll be honest, I don't know if I can off of this topic. I'm being threatened has been over again. Court, I guess, is going to be that I know. You're written into. I've already been myself. Fucked. Just dirty. You here and.
Where
you
was
don't-
the edit?
and, like,
I swear I just heard that. Did you guys not hear
figure
that?
out what I'm doing.
Am I crazy? There we go.
Oh wait,
Fuck is
hold on,
this?
hold on.
Are you attracted to children? Yeah. Are you attracted to lolicot?
Yes. Wait, but I would you jerk off to lolicot?
Bro, it's fucking over.
Yeah. You jerked off too low.
Yes, but
And specifically low.
I said lolicon is pretty pedo adjacent. Yes, it is absolutely.
Guys, someone has to get this for me. Get this for me now. Dude, someone find this now. I need this. I need this. This is gonna be intro music as well. Let's go on the playlist.
I'm happy to call it Ron child pornography.
Are you attracted to lolicot?
Yes. Wait, but I would you jerk off to lolicon?
I just asked. Seek out low.
Yeah.
You jerked off too low.
Yes, but
And specifically low.
I said lolicon is pretty pedo adjacent. Yes, it is absolutely pedo adjacent. I'm more than happy to call it Ron child pornography.
Bro, this is amazing. Who would have thought we would have ended up here, eh? With the food shops drama? I will say that the only thing, Keffals, the only small slither of silver lining to Keffals is re-engaging this food shop stuff and just fucking blowing it up like nothing else. That is the only unintended side effect. The friendly fire. Yeah. Dude. That's so fucking good.
That was really good.
But in Discord general, oh my god, amazing.
Are you attracted to children?
Yeah.
Are you attracted to lolicot?
Oh man.
Yes. Wait, but I would you jerk off to lolicon?
I just asked. Seek out low.
Yeah.
You jerked off too low.
Yes, but
And specifically low.
I mean, you say you say food shops, the one thing Keffals and Kuihman can join forces over, but it's also Keffals, the one thing food shops and Kuihman can join forces over. So, listen, I take no sides here, alright? I hope they destroy each other. I hope the worst for all of you, okay? Kill each other for all I care. Just, I'm just laughing, alright? I'm just on the sidelines laughing, ultimately. I wish the West, all involved, worst outcome possible. Burn everything down, all of you. Set each other on fire. Just go for it. Go wild. Go wild. Two retards fighting. This is amazing. This is amazing. I could listen to this all day. I won't. But holy fuck. Yeah, this is going in the intro players, I think, probably. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll link the Discord. You can go find it. Okay. If you want that. That's fucking amazing. Someone made a remix of Food Shops, Jimberly. Of Food Shops' best moments. On Keffals' community members.
God.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
Wait, is that a gift?
Here you go, idiot.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it pop in the general chat. I'm like so excited watching this, watching it work. Come on. Come on, pop off. Come on. Come on.
Ugh. Ugh.
It's taken its time. It's taken its time.
Undertales, dude. What?
Come on, we got this.
I think it is. You're crazy, bro.
Where is it? Where did it go?
Okay, this looks done. This looks totally done. Careful streamed again. Maybe we can just go back to that.
I ate something, I cried, and then I came back. Because, like, at the end of the day, what the people who hate me want is to go away. Getting so upset that I...
Yes, please, holy fuck, yes, please, go away, yes. Yes, go the fuck away, please.
Stream and leave is literally what they want. So I'm not going to end on that note. I'm not going to let them win. Apparently, I'm now debating. I'm now debating a random person who just joined the Discord. So, let's see. How do I... To create a waiting room, and I have to edit the channel, and then I have to give the tier 0 view permission, and then I'll have to make a new role. I love Discords! I love Discord so much. Guest.
Yeah, I can imagine. I bet Keffals does love Discord.
I don't even need a waiting room.
Can imagine.
Go into live.
Why don't you get something on Discord?
Add permission, guest. View channel. Connect, speak. Perfect.
Yeah, bringing a job as a teardown, exactly.
Okay, who was it? It was Kilgore, who is now guest. And now Kilgore can see and join the channel. Hello, Max. How's it going?
I don't want to read out your tweet or anything because it's kind of triggering.
Oh, where I said that I think that the far left and the far right can be equally cruel.
Right. Now, what is the point of saying that? I mean, it seems kind of obvious. But is there something going on? Like, who is it? Who's doing it? Like the tankies, right? They're telling me tankies or something.
Oh, yeah.
Something about these tankies.
Oh, God. No, you don't know the context. Without the context, I think it seems like a really obvious statement. It's that the tankies are currently boosting someone who abused me. And it's like,
well,
I put all of the facts out there. I've tried to do my best to portray what happened. And
were they boosting like someone from Kiwi Farms?
No, my ex.
Noel, or your ex?
Yeah.
Someone who you've been in a personal relationship with?
Yes.
Oh.
But it's like, they don't actually care.
All the tankies? Or they just don't... Are they like, there was this sound like they were gleefully... There was some gleeful quality to them somehow aligning with someone who had done you wrong, basically. Like that they're being unprincipled.
Yeah, because like even with tankies, like a lot of them come from the same like leftist and progressive spaces where we're supposed to listen to the victims of sexual and domestic violence, and it just pisses me off. It's like they don't actually care about anything. Like it's all just team sports. Like they just want to be cruel, and they've seen a way into being cruel and feeling okay about it.
Well, you know, I had that experience. I had an experience like that myself, with a friend of mine who had died a few years ago. We call it.
This is terrible. This sucks. This fucking sucks.
That's the whole point.
Those things, they would do those things, but they don't actually hold the power to do it.
No.
Okay, let's.
As if it's
this Kilgore guy.
Negative friends with weave. Whatever that is. Of tricking Justin Bieber fans into cutting themselves. I have like my questions for that is like, okay, so that's totally.
I think that they're that much better than the people who are just on social media. Or Elon Musk.
What?
Is this whole thing just debating this retard? No.
The thing was is that I was looking into. I got distracted because I started looking into all of that, and like when I found, it was like a whole fucking rabbit hole. I think he was trying to keep going for as long as possible. That does seem. I bet this guy has done that to like countless public radio shows before. Also, hold on a second. Is he still here? Is Kilgore still here? Is he gone? He left. This is so sad. This is really sad.
Oh, it's a really new segment. It was a great time to run you guys. Please like, subscribe, buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat if you can. Thank you very much.
I could search their name. I don't even remember what their name was. It's so over.
Dude, this fucking sucks, doesn't it? Let's get through this. Come on. I've seen something else that we might cover as well. So we've got loads of stuff, loads of little bits that I can just pick up. So if this is just totally shit, then we'll move on. Because Keffals is fucking seriously hitting this.
Keffals Discord, Catboy
Even her hits are fucking dog shit as well. Like,
third Keffals Discord for my content. Western Kabuki Discord. Alden's Gate 3 Discord, I don't know what that is. White Force Discord. Batting Around Clubhouse, no idea what that is.
Okay, don't care. Don't care. You're not talking. Stardust here, dead air.
It's actually fucking awesome.
Okay. Say something interesting, please. Here we go. It talks about Altira, it looks like here.
Oh my.
Keffals, you absolutely fucking. Okay, let's see this. It's about Blood and Donuts as well. It's all good.
Wonder what's happening in drama posting. If I missed anything new.
She just made her own spicy chat here, basically. That's what it feels like. Keffals, you absolute fucking ghoul. That was not legally considered harassment. She's just so horrible. Makes sense. She's from Southwest Ontario. Ugh.
Oh my god, it's fucking blood again, of course.
Based.
Keffals, you absolute fucking ghoul.
Arsonist win.
How is this not legally considered harassment? She's just so horrible. Makes sense. She's from
Arsonist
Southwest Ontario.
win.
It's just like fucking speechless. I was raped by this person. Like, what do you want from me? Why can't I defend myself? There's even more bullshit and drama highlights? Jesus fucking Christ, what is it? She'll just say it's all public information and does not constitute creep behavior. What a ghoul. This is literally the same logic Kiwi Farms uses. She's no different than they are, and she uses the same slurs they do. I don't even know why she's even hostile with them. What? That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
I mean, spitting.
This is a bit much for me.
Actually, no, that makes perfect sense, actually. No, that's entirely true. Everything that was just said there was entirely correct. I don't understand what you're disagreeing with there, but we'll see.
You think this isn't a bit much for me? I don't want to. I hate all of this.
Yeah, you really look like you hate it when you're grinning as you talk every single fucking stream.
Trying to claim I poor shamed a law firm.
Laughing.
I live in an even poorer area than where the law firm is.
But no, you were using the law firm. I live here. This is Hassan level. This is Hassan level. You say I should poor shame a law firm. No, you use the law firm to poor shame Althea. That's what the allegation would be. And you live in an even poorer area? Dog, you got 100k from your audience. You're not poor.
I don't want to. I hate all of this.
You have 700 viewers on all these streams.
They're trying to claim I poor shamed a law firm. I live in an even poorer area than where the law firm is.
Is this so ill? You probably live in the fucking countryside in Ireland. That is, bro. There's such a.
She's doing the textbook Vosh maneuver of dictating where the left is, despite
dude, it's so. This is so ill. This is so ill.
Very reactionary stances whenever it's in her financial interest, or just pretending that tankies are dangerous. I squabble with many of you MLMs, but I don't call y'all dangerous. What the
Dude, what the fuck? That's actually insane that she would sit there and be like, I'll actually just be like, I live in an even poorer area. That's like literally basic necessities budget. Oh, that's how much houses cost in West Hollywood or whatever. Like, it's so insane.
That shit's just like...
After she shit on Hassan the other week as well. I shouldn't be surprised at this point. Fucking Keffals. Jesus. Stones about to play a part in the turn away from trust all women's sentiments.
What?
Was it?
President Sunday is mad at me for the Chris Chan thing? Keffals is so excited
that?
to host a deeply mentally unwell person famous primarily for raping her elderly mother. Let's drop the pretense. Keffals is nihilistic, self-serving trash. Wait, the Izzy account is back already? Oh my god, Punish Nico is back. Why even delete the original account? And why use the same name? So Punish Nico is a Kiwi Farms user that goes by Izzy on Twitter, and just like, after the one stream I did, deleted the account, and then just made another account with the same name.
Me too, unless you're... I've literally never heard of that.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a...
This has got to be like the worst fucking drama of all time.
You keep farming it.
Okay, I don't know if I should do Okay Buddy. I kind of want to do Okay Buddy, because I redid how the Okay Buddy system works.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Keffals is fun.
Oh, sorry, XD.
I don't even know how... I guess I could, if it loads. What it look?
Switching around like a fucking pigeon, dude.
Actually ending the stream
Crazy.
because I'm tired, so, thank you for the tier 1.
EP.
And
Same, to be honest. It's like, okay, well, there was nothing there, really, was there? That's fucking dog shit. Okay. Alright, so Keffals has made the brilliant decision to interview Chris Chan. God knows why. God knows what it's going to be about. Whether it's going to be trying to bait whinging about Kiwi Farms or who knows, but for some reason Keffals has decided this is the best course of action. Well, Chris Chan reached out, I believe, to be fair. Chris Chan reached out. Chris Jesus, Sonichu Chan, Rainbow Dash Prime reached out and said, hey Keffals, would you interview me? Wiggle wiggle. Exactly. Wiggle for mommy Keffals, as they say. Christine. I'm expecting this to be completely empty of anything valuable, frankly. But we will try and get through it, okay? 35 minutes long. It's an edited version. Keffals has added a new Patreon tier for like $84,000 or something to get the full unedited version. Unironically. So let's just take a look. Let's see what this is all about.
The internet. Christine Weston Chandler, better known online under the name Chris Chan, would probably have several chapters dedicated to them. Known as the most documented person online, there's no shortage of information about her. Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History, is now at part 82, extensively documenting her entire life. The reasons for this obsession with Christine are far too complex for me to address here, but let's just say that she is not known primarily for positive reasons. People are in fact so obsessed with her that before I could even upload this video, I was given my own entry on the Sonichu wiki, which I have printed off and hung on my wall to show off like a trophy. If you want to know more about Christine and the controversy surrounding her, I would recommend a 2-part podcast series done by Behind the Bastards entitled A Terrible Story About the Internet.
Such a vocal advocate against Kiwi Farms, you sure are very proud of being part of local history. Curious, very curious.
August 2nd, 2021, Christine was released from Central Virginia Regional Jail after charges were pressed against her for raping her mother. The charges were dropped on March 27th.
I just feel retarded even stating it at this point. It's like, it's just so clear that she's perfectly happy to use all the tactics that she would usually be against. Also, I get the feeling Addy's messages are going to be the only thing keeping me going throughout this entire segment. Thick white girl. Is that about Keffals or Chris?
2023. And Christine has remained relatively low profile since. During her time in jail, a campaign I organized to get Cloudflare to drop the website Kiwi Farms as a customer succeeded, and this caught the attention of Christine, who was aware that many years ago, Kiwi Farms would go by another name, the Quickie Forums. A few months ago, Christine reached out to me asking to come onto my channel and have a conversation with me. I do not believe Christine is a completely innocent victim, nor do I believe she is an entirely evil and reprehensible person. She has done terrible things, and has had terrible things done to her. My interest in this conversation came from a place of wanting to understand her, and not mock or belittle her, as that is already overabundant on this platform. The following video is the conversation that took place.
Wow, truly novel, Keffals. Well, actually, you know what, guys? I think maybe we should take 5 minutes to not laugh at Chris Chan and realize Chris is a victim of circumstance, just like anyone else. Just like anyone. Okay, Keffals, thank you for your novel and interesting take. Please do not remove yourself from the internet permanently. Holy fuck.
So I know when I put this interview up, like, a lot of the people who are going to watch this already know who you are. But
yeah.
I guess what I wanted to ask, like, starting this off is, for the people who aren't familiar with who you are, how would you describe yourself?
Well, my full name, which I'm looking to legally update soon enough, is I am Jesus Christ Weston Chandler Sonichu Prime, and I am the prime of all my self-counterparts throughout the multiverse. But essentially, who and what I am actually the one avatar of all existence. But I'm also the artist and creator and chronicler of the Sonichu and Roshu species, especially in particular that of the specials, which are the ones that have more abilities in them as opposed to the regulars, because the Sonichus and Roshus, they are species of Pokemon, electric hedgehogs, along with their evolved form Metaxas and Prosis and their pre-evolved form Sonics and Rosies, the baby Pokemon, you know.
Okay, so we're already immediately into the dimensional merge shit. Saying the exact same shit that Chris has been saying for ages. Bro, the medallion is fucked. It's over. This is just sad to look at.
But anyway, so I've written and drawn multiple books, and I'm looking to get back into that much more. I'm going to be expanding my collab a bit, just essentially getting my posse together in a way with help of my friend who's helping me out here, which I'm renting the place I'm in right now. Putting that out there.
Oh, yeah, so isn't there some shit about some people, there's rumors of some person financially exploiting Chris or something, right? We're trying to pimp him out for lolcow content. What's the deal here? Does anyone actually know what's going on? Does anyone at all know what's going on here?
In case anybody asking, because I know I'm breaking the fourth wall. You're asking. Oh, you weens out there. You don't know better.
It must have been a long journey for you.
Oh, epically.
People have been fascinated with you for more than 2 decades. Like, I've heard people call you the most documented person in history. There have been content creators who have made entire careers just out of talking about you. And I guess I just wanted to ask, what does it feel like to be the closest equivalent of a real-world Truman Show?
Oh, that's actually a decent comparison. But yeah, it has its blessings, and then it also has its drawbacks. I mean, shoot, I want to respond to somebody on Twitter, especially on something I feel very passionate about, and then it's like, I'll make a comment on like Twitter, like I did recently.
I mean, I'll be honest, this is slightly better than the first stream back that I saw.
And then the weens, the toxic ones, those darkest sinners among the minority, literally 1% of the whole worldwide population, that level, irredeemable. But anyway, so just, they get on me like that, and they badgered the person that originally posted that tweet, and then that person that posted the tweet that I commented on just blocks me. When that...
Yeah, this is just fucking bleak, isn't it? Well, this person's fried. Let's just get through this. I don't know how much I would say, but Keffals is just... I just never want to hear any complaints about fucking lolcow content or anything from any of these trans people again when this is their fucking hero.
That's not the answer, because they're still going to attack them regardless. So the thing to do is just obviously just identify those that made those comments, just talking about me, building on to the drama of it all, as opposed to just answering the question which the individual was talking about, and just blocking them who made the comments. But anyway, shoot, it's a real mess. So on the one hand, it's just a good way to get away, clear my head, meditate, reconnect, and just move forward.
How do you move forward from here?
I try to clear my head as best I can. I don't always have the ability to do that, but when I take my deep breath and get into my meditative mindset, and just obviously I connect with everything. But it allows me to get myself grounded, and then I just feel better. Still have the problem mastering it, though. I mean, just, between my body and brain here, just having difficulty mastering my powers and abilities and getting a better understanding of it all.
Okay, dude, this person's fried. Why are you bringing this person on and entertaining them if you actually give a single fuck? Like, it wouldn't even be so bad if it didn't start with this pretense, this presentation of, oh, I'm trying to be understanding and compassionate. And so let's just sit here and have this person ramble about how they've got supernatural powers that they need to calm their mind to control. Okay, Keffals. It's just the most cynical, transparent bullshit in the world. Ugh.
So making good progress along the way.
I guess it's a skill. It takes a long time. I know I still struggle with that.
Yeah, I certainly did with me, even in my past lives and iterations of myself.
So, one thing I did want to ask is, while I was preparing for this interview, I was like poring over so much of what people have written about you, all of the Christory, they called it. They created an entire new term just to talk about your own personal history. But the thing that's always missing, and why I thought it would be really fascinating to talk to you, is how you feel about it, your own opinions on these things. How would you summarize the last 2 decades of your life since you got the attention of the internet?
Massive, crazy roller coaster. Just, I mean, as I am and as I was in my past life and everything, just, I would have attracted all this whether or not we had the internet, but just, I have my mixed feelings about it. I mean, I have felt angry and upset with a lot of the downsides and those that tried to, like, they bullied me, they picked on me, they blackmailed the CB, and then obviously just dragged my name, my good name, to the worst of mud, muck, and bodily fluids, and just their whole twisting it around and just making me a whole bad individual, which of course I'm not. I'm very kind. I have empathy and compassion. And in my works, I've managed to try to convey that, but obviously it's not perfect because of the influences in these individuals that just affects not only me, but just our entire universe and timeline in general. And then it's just whew. So yeah, just enough is enough. Sometimes I just feel I tolerate as much as I can, and of course I keep an optimistic output and faith in the kindness and good and love of everyone in general, including yourself.
I think like every person, even when they're an empathetic person, we all make mistakes. And I guess
most definitely.
Looking back, do you have any regrets?
Well, I'd say just essentially let myself fall for the theoretical X's, as I call them, and let them do me over like they did. And I'm just gonna name drop this one, Julie, the blue spike that held my PlayStation Network accountable. And
oh my god, why are we talking about Julie and Blue Spike in fucking 2024? Come on now. Oh no. Keffals, why did you do this?
And saw the loss of Sonichu Medallion number 2. Number 3's staying longest, testing the time. But that's just the whole thing I'm not going to go into right now because I think this expression just says enough.
Understandable.
Yeah. But aside from that, I do appreciate that, like, you know, they had to help shape and develop me mentally and emotionally so I could have that damage within me to be stronger and more.
Episode 10 of the documentary. I don't know what episode of the documentary it's in. I haven't seen most of the Gino Samuel shit, I'm going to be honest. Blue Spike's like, was this 13-year-old boy who posed as a girl called Julie and tricked Chris into thinking they were in a relationship. And then had him on call, like, shoving the medallion up his ass and fucking his PlayStation and shit, I believe. So, that's who Chris is referring to here.
Run, so I can actually finally do something about it within, like, present tense in the recent years, especially after I managed to clear my mind over the past couple of years. So every blessing counts, and then I do observe just the not-so-good things, which some of them can be considered blessings in disguise when you think about it.
Absolutely. I guess it's just there's been so many controversies that you've been involved with over the years. And
oh yeah,
if you could go back and redo any of them, is there something that you would do differently?
Any of them. All right, so do differently. Well, I guess if there's anything I would do differently, it's just try not to react so harshly. Just after I found the Encyclopedia Dramatic page about me back in late 2007, I believe it was, and then finding the graphic fan art of Rosie Rosechew just being drawn with a. I mean, yeah. Originally, just like, you know, I thought, I mean, she did end up becoming all female, but it turns out she was a male Raichu before she became the very first Rosechew of all existence in general. And then just obviously a physical transition from the Chaos energy made her go from being a male Raichu to being a full intersex Rosechew to being a fully female Rosechew. Which is why she did end up having the pointed tail, despite the fact that when I originally drew the Raichu in Book 0, I wasn't totally aware of female Raichus being different from the male Raichus, just at the tail between a point to just a flat tip.
It's interesting you bring that up. That actually leads me into a question because I've seen this criticism be made about you repeatedly at this point. Do you identify as transgender? There is a rumor that is going around where you apparently are not transgender and your entire transition is a ploy to prey on women.
Oh, good grief. So false. I mean, I've been on the estradiol and the spiral nocturnal for years. I changed the mark of my driver's license from M to F. I grew out my hair for one thing. I think these would also make a statement as well, but my eyes are up here. But seriously, no, authentic. I realized my.
Oh, this is just sad, dude. It's just fucking sad. Chris used to be, you know, kind of quirky, eccentric, prone to rage in a fucked situation, but for the most part, pretty alright. Now look. Because I'm pretty sure Chris has acknowledged that the whole point of this is that they thought that lesbians would have a better chance than him as a man. Them as a man. Hasn't that been said? That was the whole point. It just morphs and changes, and now they think they're like the vessel of Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know, dude. This person's just so fucked. The Keffals are just farming it.
Self as identifying.
Like, you've got no moral standing. I'm fine with farming it, ultimately, if you own it. You've got no fucking moral standing to be throwing shit at anyone else for being any sort of Kiwi farmer or lolcow farmer or mental rapist online. Absolutely no standing after this shit, because this is just bleak. Bleak and cynical.
I'm more feminine than masculine, so I literally came out as that for myself, and I realized I like it both ways, so I fully identify as a bisexual trans woman. 2 of the stripes on the LGBTQIA flag colors.
I assume that's what the answer was, because it seems like pretty cut and paste.
Well, Keffals opened this whole thing with like, I want to come at this from an understanding perspective. I want to come at this from an understanding perspective. And it's like Kiwi farmers are like such bad people. But then it's just like what is the goal here other than to get Chris to say retarded shit and look stupid? Again. And have Kiwi farms go after him for more shit.
Transphobia that you see everywhere.
Yeah, all the homophobia. I mean, I was affected by that as well, and then just the trolls on the internet bullying me and thrusting gay images on me, like when I had the Wikipedia and the individuals behind that, they just put them on the sides, like, you know, these gay boy ads lead to like porn sites or whatever. So, hey, that's a thing. So, hey, don't force sexuality on others. Just let them find it out for themselves in their own enlightenments and developments, period. And just, essentially, you find cringe in others, that's because you're likely finding something cringing in yourself. But hey, regardless of your background, where you had individuals that supported who you were along the day, supported others for who and what they were or not, just, hey, do not judge others for things that you are yourself.
There were people who were telling me when this was announced that talking to you and putting this on a public platform would be irresponsible, saying that you are so mentally unwell and you're neurologically, developmentally challenged that it would actually hurt you in order to talk to you. But I didn't go forward with any of those concerns because as someone who has been targeted by these hate sites and these stalking sites, I know one of the tactics that they often use is to try to alienate people from their victim.
Oh, wow. See, what Kiwi Farms actually wants Keffals to do is not talk to Chris. What that trolls actually want Keffals to do is not bring them content. Okay. Like, what is this delusion? What is this delusion? I don't know, man. Why try to pretend that it's anything other than a cynical ploy to get a big Chris Chan interview? Why pretend it's anything other... Well, I understand why. Because you're a disgusting lying grifter who will literally say anything to maintain a good public image. It's just so dishonest and wretched to watch. Jeez, I hope LTO wins fucking whatever case she brings forward. Holy fuck.
Yep, that's right. And it's just that is nuts in general. Pardon me.
For over half your life now, people online have attempted, many successfully, to manipulate you into doing things you otherwise wouldn't do. Even pretending to be your fans in some case in order to convince you that those things were good. Do you find it hard to trust people now? And what impact has it had on your mental health?
I do not find it harder to trust others because it just depends on their intentions, which is deeply resonant from deepest within their energy and their souls, as it were. So it's just my innate sense. It's just like, you know, if their intentions are going to be like, just like someone in the middle of the road that veers towards the greed, the hate, and whatnot, then, yeah, I can just sense that innately without them even being come close to me, because otherwise, I would not have sensed that Trump was so, I'm trying to think of the word here, arrogant as he was long before even the first presidential debate between him and Hillary Clinton, way back in 2016. I think that was in October, if I remember correctly, maybe September. But anyway, I would not have sensed that long before that. Just that guy was just so arrogant. I mean, you look at his pictures from even before 2016, you would just sense how evil he was beforehand and how evil he was going to be. I'm not going to say further than that.
One of the things that I wanted to bring up as an example, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, I don't know all of the history of your life. I'm not like some of the more obsessed people on the internet who pick apart every little thing. But I know that there was a group of trolls who were called the Idea Guys. And
oh yeah,
is it so retarded? Yeah, it's painful. It is genuinely painful. The most mid Christian content I've ever seen. Just bleak, cynical, exploitative, dishonest. Just so whack all over.
One of their ideas, what they wanted you to do, they were trying to manipulate you into believing that your cartoons, your comics were real, and that you had mystical powers, and there was a dimensional merge happening where you could go to Quickieville.
Okay, well, firstly, it's pronounced Quickville. You just say CWC like it's spelled like the word quick. But secondly, no, they were pretty much affirming what I already knew long before they came, because you look at the multiverse, anything and everything is possible in existence. And just, I literally have been to the other half of our Earth that was divided long ago in 1389 AD by Merlin the Magician and 2 other sorcerers.
This is really valuable stuff, Keffals. This is really I'm really understanding Chris now. I'm really reaching a point of nuanced understanding of this individual. Now that I've heard them explain the dimensional merge for the 500th fucking time. Now I get it. Now I get it, Keffals. Thanks for delivering this content.
By order of King Arthur herself, just dividing the magic and the fantastical, overpowered individuals and creatures into one dimension, and then Earth that we on, the majority that only has so much magic in it, into the other. And the merge is happening where the two Earth halves are coming back together, and we're all going to be fully tangible coexistence, of which we have been for a long time, because there's been that tangibility veil in between us, but it's thinning even more so. We're able to see everything and everyone more clearly. But going back to the question at hand, idea guy, Stephen Boyd, the people and the individuals behind it, of course, I got to mention Johnson Wiles, and that guy did a really massive tear and wear on the C197 half of our Earth. But fortunately, just because they deviate into multiple differing timelines between when they started in about October 2017 up to about mid-April 2018, that was a whole bunch of mess and details where, if you just do the events between those 2 dates, late October 2017 to mid-April 2018, you will see just fantastical things that would not happen otherwise. Just if everything continued on as normal, it's just even the most minute of things, you just recognize me, able to sense that. But yeah, essentially what they did, they worked for me, and it just kind of manifest in many ways for everybody and everything on 1218 half. But by the end of it, I was able to undo all that and clear it up, and I get just a better understanding and appreciation of everyone and everything in general, period. Despite what they did.
Do you ever worry, though, that people are able to convince you that you already had an idea in the first place?
Oh, I don't need convincing, because it was an innate thing that I was aware of since I was born, but I never realized. It's you could say first perspective, oh sure, everybody has that, they just can't see themselves unless they look in the mirror. But no, aside from everybody just being a typical camera, just being background individuals, I'm literally the real player 1. My perspective is camera 0000000. Whereas, everybody's this individual's camera 1, camera 2, so on.
Of course, I don't want...
It sounds like Mantis. This is Mantis in Discord, right? I'm player 1, I'm the protagonist.
Never realized. It's you could say first perspective, oh sure, everybody has that, they just can't see themselves unless they look in the mirror. But no, aside from everybody just being a typical camera, just being background individuals, I'm literally the real player 1. My perspective is camera 0000000. Whereas, everybody's this individual's camera 1, camera 2, so on.
Of course, I don't want to attack. I don't want to attack your beliefs. In
it's
the
not
realm
just
of
a
the multiverse, the chance of of all of those things actually being real, there's no way you can say for certain it's a 0% chance. Just any possible thing could happen in the multiverse.
Anything is possible. So if anything, all they were doing is just affirming and helping me get a better understanding for myself, which I further realized in my bear meditations after I cleared my head and everything.
I want to ask the hard question now. This is the hardest question that I had planned for the interview, and I'm just saying this.
Keffals, what have you done with the audio and what's going on here?
Better understanding for myself, which
I further realized
desynced in my bear meditations after I cleared
and
my
the
head.
levels already suck.
I want to ask the hard question now. This is the hardest question that I had planned for the interview, and I'm just saying this ahead of time. But from what I understand, you were an inmate at Central Virginia Regional Jail from August 2nd, 2021 until your release on March 27, 2023 on charges of incest.
Okay.
Those charges were dropped in August of last year. Now, people have seen all of the criticisms made about you. They've gone through the court documents. They presented it all over the internet.
It's about the time you raped your mother.
But what I've never seen about the side of the story is how this all played out from your own perspective. And I was wondering if you could tell us all how that happened.
Of course. Hand over heart and hand above truth and only the truth. So anyway, what essentially happened, just get this out of the way, as I mentioned in the earlier video, there never was anything like that happened between Barbara and I, period.
Okay.
Now, between the months in which Barbara and I sold on it, all we did was just talk. And I got to know her a little bit better in her past, okay? Her father had died and fell off this wagon way back in the day, and her brother Stanley was the one that found him and then just essentially told the rest of the family. That was just one story, for example, but it's just helping Barbara feel a little better in her later years and everything, all right? Just talking, helping her to go back to her history, revitalizing her brain cells and everything. Now, aside from that, Isabella, she is very sexually perverted and kinky, and she had the idea of just sending me up to have sexual relations with this girl, Fiona, who ended up in a mental institution for a week. and recording that on the assumption that Fiona was underage, which at that time she was not. She was literally.
Do not Google Isabella Janke family. Do not look into Isabella Janke's family. Do not look into it. Do not ask questions. Stop asking questions.
19 years old at the time. But then there was this, but Fiona, but then Bella, she also tried to get me, or rather persuade me into other sexual deviations, of which I declined. And she actually got me to go into roleplay and fiction, so which she presented, just various things. And like some of these were actually written in fanfics by others, because in this timeline and here, because she what are they gonna do? Just they have their own crazy wiles and everything, just nuts. But anyway, so she just kept on presenting the ideas, and I went along with her as a friend and to test her out, see what she would do in the outcome, because there were the 4 known outcomes in regards to Everfree Northwest 2021 convention. But anyway, so I'm just checking my notes here really quick. I had this written down before this. I thought I'd meditate on it in recollection. But yeah, she essentially failed the test when she took all that what the video calls we did, and she spliced them all together, as she admitted, on a Discord server, and uploaded that video. Had her comrade just call the police on me, reveal my location. They came to force me out of the house, and then came to get me, and all that. And which obviously her intentions on that were essentially making myself go into being unalive. Just that's no good. Or just getting institutionalized or end up in jail. But since I had the choice, I let myself be in jail. And of course, I used that time to meditate, clear my head, and really understand and really realize myself, my role, and everything that has been going on was going on at the time during the jail, and future tense, and even present tense this day, this time, this moment.
This is just fucking sad, isn't it, man?
But anyway, I'm just checking my notes here. Oh, right. But yeah, essentially that was it. Essentially, she wanted me to fabricate all that, which which is in a distant alternate timeline, very distant, but did not happen here. It never happened here in this timeline. And just what she did, just essentially to try to get me to become unalive and whatever, still backfired on her. But it moreover was a good point to me, because I got to clear my head and stayed alive. So that's a testament to, it's like, no demonic or devil persuasion is ever going to make me or force myself to become unalive in general. And just a further testament where I can count my blessings along even the darkest of situations. And by the way, I really have no idea where they got the idea of where I ended up in prison, because there's a massive difference between just a community jail and a prison. It's just it's these wings, these toxic individuals. They just can be so really, really stupid sometimes. But anyway,
I'm sorry if I said that. I'm not an American. I don't know the distinctions very well. But I guess jail is regional, like a state, and prison is a federal institution.
Yeah,
only Tom knew that difference.
But anyway, so in a way I did end up in an institution, but I kept myself grounded and all that along the way during those couple of months. And just let everything go along and play out as they were. I confirmed the details along the way to the newspaper. I'm so glad we got Brittany Griner back. And just unfortunately, we had to get the Black Merchant of Death end up back in Russia. But fortunately, since Russia is the modern-day Babylon, going down, and so is Vladimir Putin by his own sword. Feel free to mark my words on that.
It's interesting, because this time period is actually where I get involved in this entire story somehow with Kiwi Farms. Because while you were in jail, they didn't have you to talk about, and they were looking for new people to talk about. And that's when they found me.
Yeah, and not only you, but just everybody else in general, period. I mean, shoot. Hey, who wants a Low Cow of the Year award? Nope. Nobody.
No one wants this.
Well,
and then I ended up with a 3D printed cow in a mail many years ago, just painted.
Yeah, what is Kev? Kev was implying that she was just the next one from Chris Chan. Yeah, no, I don't think so, buddy. Also, what happened to you baiting it intentionally? What is this bitch yammering on about? What is this fucking retard yapping on about? I hate even calling out things that Keffals is lying about at this point. It just seems so beyond... Or misrepresentations that have been engaged in. Because she's just so fucking dishonest. It's like that. She does not give a fuck about things being true. Her community does not give a fuck about things being true. They've got no interest in that at this point. They're already so bought in. There's so many lies. They just do not give a fuck. The 100k should be enough for anyone rational to turn around and be like, whoa, this person's actually like a lying, grifting piece of fucking shit. For any rational person looking at the information, that's enough to turn around and fucking hate Keffals. But they don't. So you know that these people are already complete lost causes. So literally any criticism you make of Keffals is preaching to the choir. Because you will never convince anyone. Like, there's no one who still believes in Keffals that can be reasonably convinced out of supporting Keffals. There's no argument you can make that will change their mind. No fact that can be presented that will change their mind.
Gold. And it was like, okay, here's your low. You've been elected lower cow of the year. I think this was back in 2014 or so, give or take. I forget when exactly, but still, just
the thing that you're saying with Isabel Jenke, I think, really goes back to what I was saying before, where people try to manipulate you into doing bad things, into hurting you, and trying to convince you and plant the idea in your head that going forward with it is a good idea. And you have a lot more life experience than me. I don't want to be in the position of trying to say what you should and shouldn't do, but I just hope that you take care of yourself.
Yeah, I do take care of myself, and I'm just progressing better. I got a lot more good friends available by my side. I'm running up my posse a little better. Things are shaping up for me, and not just for me, but for everyone else in general, as we have a lot less and less of the toxic and evil, darkest sinning individuals in coexistence with us. That number is decreasing.
So, are all of the charges now dropped?
Yes.
Okay. I knew about the one, but again, I don't look...
Christian, beat the charges. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I mostly wanted to do my due diligence.
Chris, beat the charges. Let's go.
Gonna be a lot of people. Like, when I said I wanted to do this interview, there were like dozens and dozens of my fans.
My man's free.
They weren't even aware the charges were dropped. Because people only follow to hate you. They don't care about the good news. They don't want to see you do better. So the good things that are happening in your life, they never get publicized.
Yeah. There's just hey, they have all these outdated concepts of me. I mean, they just want to be like, they think I weigh over 250 pounds or so, like oversensitive. But no, last time I checked on the scale, I was around 215. And obviously I do work out, I go out, I exercise a lot. I mean, I got Pokestops in a few gyms nearby here, so I can optionally go out and play Pokemon Go if I just every day if I want to, or just whatever. And, but yeah, I do my own thing. Though my habits are rather kind of inconsistent, there's still some inconsistency. I mean, there's still some consistency
in
my habits. Like, obviously I do shower daily. I do not stay. Wherever you got that idea from, just have you ever met me in person?
Yeah, I assume it's Pokemon Go. Do they have Pokestops on Pokemon Go? Is that a thing? Is that what's being referred to there? I haven't played Pokemon Go since it came out that one summer.
My showers, I wash myself with soap and water. I do not just use the Axe body spray, as y'all have misconceived of that. I mean, yeah, it's a good body spray. It makes you smell better in the armpits at least, but it's no substitute for good old-fashioned soap, water, shampoo, and conditioner.
I have an interesting question, because you've been harassed and stalked far longer than you've been out as trans. Like, this happened years before you came out. What's the difference been? How has it changed since you came out as trans?
I'd say,
I don't think, I'm going to be honest, I don't think the transness had much, if any, fucking bearing on the level of harassment this person was receiving. That seems insane. I think interest may have even been more so beforehand, because they were less incoherent and there were more lols to be gained from it.
More or less the same.
Yeah, more or less. Okay, even Chris.
So obviously, they were aware of me being not on the normal. I'm trying to think of the word there. They just pretty much were.
Chris, don't you think the transphobia is terrible, Chris? Don't you think it's just terrible how all these Kiwi farmers are so transphobic? Aren't they just going after you more because you're trans? That's what was happening there. It's like, no, actually, they were stalking me anyway. Why did you think that was going, Keffals? Did you really think that was the line of attack? I don't know, man.
On the idea that I wasn't straight in a way, sexually. I mean, obviously, it's like came out from my voice tones or from something I've written or drawn in my books in the past, whatever that they just pieced together, which ultimately it ended up being true when I figured out.
This is just so cynical. It's just so dishonest and cynical. I can't believe it's opened with. I'm just trying to understand Chris. I'm just trying to be the one person who's not just milking Chris for lols. That's going to be me. And it's like, the whole thing is like, try to open it as if that it's trying to be understanding and empathetic, and then the whole way through it's like, agenda pushing question, milking for lols question.
I just figured out for myself. And just now that that's out of the way, it's been confirmed I'm bisexually trans woman. It's just I kind of feel like there's a slight decrease because they know that of me. It's kind of confirms that's one less thing of them for to pick on me about, especially since that's more or less becoming acceptable. Though obviously it could become more acceptable in the longer run in certain countries, which that is going to be fact and true eventually. But it shall be good anyway. Anyway, yeah. But then there's like a slight increase on the other aspects as well, and just whatever things they're just going to pick on that they find from within themselves, respectively, that they just thrust onto me in a similar way or another that they just think is just totally cringe. Just they're gonna attack me for that, but in reality, it's like they're attacking themselves for what they were. Like obviously, like some of them, they could be gay, and they're just attacking me because you're bisexual, you like dicks as well. But hey, you know what? those individuals, they like dicks as well, and they should not be criticizing or judging others based on what they are themselves, regardless of their background, upbringing, and those that may not have been fond of the just LGBTQIA and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of things they could reflect from all that and changing for themselves. But also in another way, as they talk it out, they're also just getting a further processing and understanding for themselves. They're innately meditating and connecting without totally realizing it. They just want to remain like closed off and want to stick to the old iterations, so outdated, so last century. Hey, 2006 call, they want their kick the autistic gay back. They want their kick the LGBTQIA individual back, and so forth.
Now that you're out of jail and all of this stuff is behind you, how are you planning on moving forward with your life?
Well, present tense, I'm moving forward with living life. Like I said, going back to writing and drawing the Sonichu books, there's a lot more details and everything, which I was actually able to get in one or two of my recent live streams, including reading
You're getting more Sonichu, for real.
Of Chaos Crystal Control, which took place back in like February 2006, but really brought in individuals from present tense, between late 2022 to present day.
That is the one upshot. If we get more Sonichu, that is the one upshot.
We just literally went back in time to that day, including of course, individuals like Project SMT and Courtney along with her, and even like I'm gonna name drop a few. So Dr. Wolf, Lightning Bliss, and Mad Munchkin, just to name a few. Oh, the Elbass Script, I really love her, by the way. She just does great, excellent voice dubbing and comic dub reading. Anyway, just a very kind individual in general. But anyway, just more than them, and there are a whole lot of others as well. They just literally end up going back to 2006 and then helping and manifesting one part of the ultimate miracle at the Dimension Merge, still in progress and soon to be wrapping up within the next year or two. I don't have the exact date in my mind because nobody, not even me, can know that. Not even just unconsciously, because that is in the divine plan as known from within the light sources and the heaven realm and among the gods and goddesses and everything in this universe and in this timeline set of universes, but moreover this universe. But then also beyond that to literally the alpha omega point of all existence, the beginning and end of all time.
This is
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Christine. It was a real pleasure.
Thanks for coming, Chris.
Yes, and thank you for having me, Keffals, and thank you again for just taking down Kiwi Farms. That massive peg.
Well,
that was
okay.
That was a lot more than I was able to do on Encyclopedia Dramatica page for sure.
Here's what I learned. After going through all of that, I came to this realization: you can take down a website, but the trolls never go away. They'll get
okay, but you can't take. You didn't take down. But you can't even do that. You didn't take down the website, Keffals. You can't take the other way. You couldn't do that. What do you mean you can take down the website? No, you couldn't.
New website. At the end of the day, it's something that you either gotta realize that the kitchen is hot and deal with the heat, or you gotta get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Get out of the fucking kitchen, Keffals. I agree. Stop cooking. Stop fucking cooking.